matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the East Carolina Pirates, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, and the Pirates will put total leather to crank us up. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Pulls and fires complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Marshall comes to the line facing third and long. Trying to beat the D deep. Holds it in on the left. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Jefferson. Snagged out of the air. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So East Carolina's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over. That's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They booted away on 4th down. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And wings it incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Jefferson. Firing to the right, complete. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got his man on the outside. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's talk for a second about East Carolina. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys.
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over New Mexico. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw. It's Jefferson. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle. It's Suggs. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hauls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. The official says no good, and it is still a 4-point deficit.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Smith takes the handoff. Jukes his way for more.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got the back over the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Pirates want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Moses. Finds his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Pirates trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Snagged in the middle, it's White. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Smashes through the tackle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Jefferson. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
On to kick it away.
Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, 1st down here. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. At the 35, he's open. Turning on the Jets. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, ECU. Made the grab and took it on the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have the football first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Back to pass. Working the big fella to the corner, and they get him down. The Huskers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. The kick is on its way. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Release to the back. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Bohannon. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a
pass pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Powers forward. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nebraska. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Purdue.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260 pounds.
There he goes! To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got it in the middle. It's Burden. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking to fire. Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Turner. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking deep. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On the move. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The give to the back.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Bringing the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The one thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught over the middle. It's Provo. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He did not make it, a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go to the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They boot it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Using the quick game. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Punt is on its way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Give to the single back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Burden.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, running back on the move. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Oh, he got loose. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Leaves it with the back. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. The throw with the catch. It's Turner. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Purdue.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Provost.
We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Vogel. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Burden. Quick with the spin move. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Working that left side now. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll do it himself. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly complete. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Bohannon. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's on target and complete. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Huskers with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in on the right. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go-rounds right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Give to the running back. Running into the open space. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they
breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. After run, now throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Fakes to grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. The give on the option. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin them deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The give to the tailback. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Lining up for the PAT. With the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 24 over Purdue.
Quarterback on the keeper.
We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. He'll pull it on the read. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Burden. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Got him downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They'll give it to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Huskers will punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
No fair catches here, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burden. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Snap from the gun on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Off play action. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burden. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires into the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One final play before the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Going to swing it on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Provo. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got the back in the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. kick is in the air. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Wants to go up top. Punch it out of the air.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Provo. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Trying play action. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bohannon. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle, it's Provo. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll try the run. Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting a pass. You saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. To the air on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Nice move there. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Swings it out to the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Huskers are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw for it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's taking the deep shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and short, the run, and looking for the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.